I'd like to show you how to use your graphing calculator with the matrices and finding the different parts of a 3x3. So the first thing we did in our lesson was a determinant of a 3x3, and we did it by hand. So I want to show you how to do it on the calculator. So first you're going to have to enter the matrix. And this is our matrix from our exercise. So first thing you will do is second, and then your x to the negative 1. You see the word matrix there, that's why we're using second. And we get this list of names, math, or edit in matrices. And the first thing we want to do is edit. So let's move over to edit. And let's just edit matrix A. So let's just hit enter. And it is a 3x3. So 3, enter, 3, enter. And then we are entering our matrix 4, enter, 2, enter, negative 1, enter, 1, enter, 1, enter, 0, enter, 2, enter, negative 3, enter, 5, enter. And now our matrix should look just like it does on our paper. So let's quit, because we're done entering. And let's go back into matrix. So second, x to the negative 1. And we want to do math on it. So over to math. And you see the first one says determinant. So you would hit enter. And then in the parentheses you have to put what matrix. So we had put it in matrix A. So we're going to go back into matrix. So second, x to the negative 1. And A is highlighted, so we'll just hit enter. And there we have it. So if we hit enter, we got 15 when we did it by hand. It's just a way to double check using your calculator. Now the next thing we did was find the inverse of a 3x3, and you can only find inverses of square matrices. So this was our matrix. So again, we need to put it in. So we're going to edit. So go to matrix, second, x to the negative 1, and we need to edit. And again, we have a 3x3, so 3, enter, 3, enter. And then we have 0, enter, 1, enter, negative 1, enter, 2, enter, 0, enter, negative 1, enter, negative 1, enter, 3, enter, negative 3, enter. And again, we have our matrix. So we have to remember to quit, so we are done editing. So second mode. And this time we want the inverse. So we need matrix A inverse. So we go matrix, second, x to the negative 1. A is already highlighted, so we'll hit enter. And when you find an inverse, you raise it to the negative 1. So you're going to just press the x to the negative 1, not second. And notice you have A to the negative 1. If you hit enter, we get 3, 0, negative 1, 7, negative 1, negative 2, 6, negative 1, negative 2 as our matrix inverse. And the last thing I want to show you is how to enter it under row echelon form. Excuse me, reduced row echelon form. So the matrix we're going to enter is an augmented matrix, and is a 3x4. So again, we're going to go to matrix, so second, x to the negative 1, and we want to edit. And this time it is a 3x4. So we have 4, enter, negative 3, enter, 2, enter, 8, enter, negative 1, enter, 4, enter, 3, enter, 2, enter. -2, enter, 0, enter, -5, enter, 2, enter. And then we have our 3 by 4. So now we're going to quit. So second, quit, because we're done entering. And this time we want to solve it using reduced row echelon form. That is rref. So go into your matrix. So second, x to the -1. And again, it's math. This time I go up because it's way down on the list. So if I go up, do you see it there as B? So go up to rref and hit enter. And again, you need to tell it what matrix you're doing the reduced row echelon form on. It was matrix A. So second, x to the -1, and again, A is highlighted. And hit enter. This time we get some decimals in there. So let's change those to fractions. So you would hit math, and then fraction is the first one, so enter. And then enter one more time. So as you can see, this is our x's, this is our y's, and this is our z's. So we end up with x equals 224 over 31. Y equals 148 over 31, and Z equals -102 over 31. And that is how you enter on your calculator.